The star of today's video is going to be this Kawasaki KRH300A blower. This particular one has been stepped on by my local raccoon with muddy paws because it's been laying outside. Looks like he was having trouble climbing over it because it was in the way of his walking path, apparently. This one is a 2-cycle. I don't know anything about it. Let's start with the basics. Is there fuel? There is fuel. It looks greenish, maybe blue. Good on you, Kawasaki, for putting this thumb screw so people actually check their air filter. Okay, that's probably a little dirtier than we would like to see, but it looks okay. Let's just start with all the basics. The spark plug. Just look at how it's been, might give us some indication of has it been running rich, lean. I just about knocked you right over. Kind of give us a clue, because sometimes literally this guy dropped it off and told me nothing. That looks like it's been fairly well running. It's a little bit gray, not brown, but gray. So that looks like it's been running pretty good. Champion CJ8. Looks like it's been in there a while. Yeah, okay. Let's see if this plug will fire. If not, we'll get a new one. Some people believe plugs never ever go bad. I have seen it. Get in that way of thinking, you will overlook an issue. I have seen the porcelain part slide down, break off, and slide down over the spark gap. NGK, yeah, that plug everybody trusts. Even those. Okay. I'm going to put this all back together to see if it'll run as is or what we got going on. And then we can see if this doesn't seem to be the adjustable kind. Oh, this does have a primer. I'll bet you that's nice and crusty and hard. Let's see what we have and what we don't have. I like a carburetor with a primer. Okay, we got run, stop. We got the throttle lock is off. So we want run. Choke is down. Okay, I see it drawing some fuel, priming some fuel. I'm going to put this on the ground for the first couple. I guess I can get it. Just put it up on an angle here. No, really can't. Choke came off by itself. Every time I hit the gas, she just dies. This one's interesting. It didn't want to rev up by itself, but once I gave it some more choke, then it would. But here's what else is interesting. You saw me play with the choke after it was running. Oh, that comes off as soon as you hit the throttle. That's what it is. After it was running, if I give it choke, it doesn't do anything. It didn't sound any different. That's so odd. Yeah, this you can cock it. Oh, I guess I'm not showing my fingers up on the trigger. If you cock it, the second you hit the throttle, it goes off. So really what you want to do with this one is don't hit the throttle till you let it warm up a little bit, maybe. I'm going to try another restart like that. See? Oh, I got the stop button still off. So that didn't tell me anything just now. But I wonder if you let it warm up like that. See, now I don't have a true cold start. I might have to come back to this one because I don't see any adjustments on this carb. I don't think they'd be on the inside. But I think it's weird that once it's running... Oh, you know, this is like a motorcycle carb where the it has the up and down thing. So I wouldn't see a choke bar going through there. Is it going up and down? No, it's kind of going like this. It is rotating. Yeah, of course it would. So it is rotating, but it's not a standard butterfly like I'm used to, or like a plate. It's a cylinder, I believe, that rotates. So would this have any adjustability? Those screws there, two screws there look like they might have some adjustability. Not familiar with that carb. Not familiar. They look like they have the plate underneath those screws looks like it has some movement. I wonder if that's how you do it. Haven't seen this one. Let's see if this is what I think it is. Some sort of plate that you can adjust. If I could get these little screws to lock in my screwdriver. There's one. Got that one loose. Boy, oh boy. That's tight. Oh, she's turning. No, it ain't. Sorry, having trouble keeping your frame there. Okay, it is loose. So now let me see. Does that move? Like, what does that do? If those screws are keyed, what would that let me do? If those screw holes are big to make some adjustment possible is what I'm trying to think. They might just do that. That's just to hold down the bracket. I don't think that does what I need it to do. This one here is obviously your idle speed. Yeah, this is just your idle speed. I don't see any other adjustments unless you take this plate off and mess with that turning plate. I can't imagine that would be it. Some carbs just don't have adjustments, like little screws that you can do. And I think this is one of them. I mean, this one does run. I think what he really needs is just a new filter here. Obviously. Looks like this has been sucking in some trash. I see some darkness in the throat there. Looks like somebody has cleaned this recently, but I can't imagine how much dirt was on it before. I'm just going to start it one more time and run it. I don't think I'm going to do much on this one. We're not going to replace a carb if it just needs to warm up for a few seconds before you go for throttle. Turn that back on. I'm going to give it. I still don't understand how the choke doesn't matter once you have it running. Maybe it can't turn on because I'm hitting the trigger. How it releases with the trigger. Maybe it can't turn back on because normally you would expect it to choke out the engine as you were, to over fuel the engine. But maybe that doesn't activate once I have the throttle. That would make sense. Very not familiar with these Kawasaki's. I'm gonna go no throttle. That's a good running blower. I'm gonna go for throttle again. I'm going to leave this one except for the air filter. I believe we have a good running blower here. The reason I was tilting that, if you don't know, there's fuel lines that go down in here, and sometimes they can break off in the tank and leave the filter behind. And then when you go to tip it to a normal blowing position, it might run fine up on my little work stand here. But once you go to tip it, you might run out of fuel if that line has broken off in the tank. So I always try to tip them a little bit. Sometimes you get one that runs perfect, and then you go to use it in a normal way and it doesn't run. Or give them a good try out after you're sure you got it. Okay, I just gave that one a heck of a good hot run. And I'm just going to put an air filter, and I'm going to call this one Wildwood Certified. Thanks for watching.